Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a singles match set for one fall. Introducing first, making her way to the ring from Sydney, Australia. She is the Heartbreak Core, Shazza McKenzie.
We, of course, are here for Texas Mania weekend with an international flair on display here. As you see, Shazza McKenzie from all the way down under Russo, making her debut for New Texas Pro.
Well, she's been all over Texas Mania this weekend. And, you know, bless her that she is, because it's been a lot of time cooped up there down under.
You know, I don't think it's been said enough that it's been a bit of a drought for the last couple of years for WrestleMania weekend. We know that the entire world has been dealing with the pandemic, and it's so great to finally see this community converging in one place to celebrate professional wrestling. As you see Shazza McKenzie coming all the way from Australia to go one-on-one with the Killer Bay Heather Monroe here at New Texas Pro Wrestling.
Heather, an absolute friend of the program, one of my absolute favorite people to work and commentate with. I'm sorry, Sammy. Sorry to say it, man.
Well, no, I take no offense. I mean, the Killer Bay Heather Monroe, one of the most accomplished wrestlers in the game today, former Hurricane Pro Women's Champion.
Amongst many other titles.
I got to believe that the winner of this matchup will be in contendership for the much-lauded New Texas Pro Women's Championship, held currently by Rachel Rose. We already saw a huge victory from the Renaissance woman, Hyan.
Well, Hyan's the #1 contender. But nonetheless, very important for both of these individuals to walk away with a victory. It just helps them climb that ladder even higher for whoever's going to be next in line.
And Shazza McKenzie, the Heartbreak Core, only her second year on her American tour here. What would it mean for her to get a big victory to cap off Texas Mania with the win over the Killer Bay, Heather Monroe?
Ooh. All right. Good mat-based wrestling. Well, for one, it would certainly allow Shazzy to be able to travel here more often. I can tell you that if, you know, you're on lockdown as bad as they were in Australia, cooped up for 2 years, you barely even leave your own apartment, your own flat, your own house, go get groceries, much less live life. That's got to be feeling really good that you can get all expenses paid to come over here.
Well, it's a testament to New Texas Pro. I mean, if the name doesn't give enough away, the pride that our promotion has for Texas wrestling, considered the best professional wrestling in the world, and it's starting to show that everyone else in the world is noticing people coming from all around to compete with the very best right here.
Did you know that in Australia, in the Southern Hemisphere, when you flush the toilet, the water goes counterclockwise? That's a fun fact about Australia. You're welcome.
Heather Monroe with that new look and new intensity. Cannot be overconfident against someone like Shazza McKenzie.
Whoa.
Nice arm drag from the Heartbreak Core.
Watch out now.
And off the top rope. This has been all Shazzy from the get-go here. Heather Monroe in the corner. Looking to maybe take a breather. Did not find any comfort there.
Well, this is smart, okay? There's always that initial kind of feeling out process. Now Shazzy understanding, hey, we got to turn up the heat a little bit. Uh-oh. Listen to this. Ooh, or not.
Heather Monroe wisely avoids contact.
On the knee.
And asking for a timeout. There's no timeout in professional wrestling, but she might get a little bit of a reprieve as Shazzy on the floor on the outside. And the Killer Bay looking to happily take a count-out victory, it seems.
Sure. It would reduce the amount of sequence that she might be losing in the ring during this match. It's a very shiny outfit she's got on. Oh, making reference to the face. You know, earlier this weekend, I mean, Shazzy took it right in the mush from former WWE star Maven. There might still be some bruising, some pain on that jaw. It might behoove Heather to actually continue to work on that face. Cover.
Sent onto the cover, got a 1 count. And that's the price you pay if you want to compete with the elite here during Texas Mania weekend. How much of that brutality will take a toll? We're going to find out. This is the final night. We're live on IWTV. Heather Monroe versus Shazza McKenzie. Everyone's watching here. Who's going to make a name for themselves at New Texas Pro?
Both of these competitors so well trained, so well traveled. They bring something new every time we see them in action.
And Heather Monroe, you see that confidence, the smile of the Killer Bay. Once she picks up that steam, gets that momentum going, there's few better in the game than Heather Monroe moving that arm away from the rope. Gets the cover here. Got a 1 count.
Although there's something to be said about Heather Monroe, spent a lot of time more recently as part of a great women's tag team, Blonde Force Trauma. Hasn't maybe spent nearly as much time in singles action. You wonder if there's something to be said about the fatigue factor, even though this is her one and only match, WrestleMania weekend. So, hey, balance, scales. What say you, Mr. Kiss?
And you talk about the difference in two competitors. Shazzy wrestling multiple times. Heather Monroe able to scout this opponent, focus on the hard break core. And you see her showing that she's well scouted her opponent here.
Ouch, ouch.
Here's another cover.
2.
And I do agree that obviously there's a completely different game plan you have to have when you're in a tag team contest versus one-on-one. But that's the advantage of Heather Monroe, to hear that she can gameplay in so many different ways.
Great training from the Santino Brothers School. In fact, she has been a trainer over there as well. Spent a lot of time learning, being a great student of the game. Uh-oh. I mean, we're seeing submissions. We're seeing strong strikes. We're seeing great ground-based work. It's the complete package, and Heather Monroe has shown that time and time again here at New Texas.
And so Shazzy trying to leverage out, get the pin cover, but Heather refusing to let go of the hold. Shazzy fighting out of it, and Heather finally letting go, but a lot of energy expended from Shazzy to get out of that hold. And again, attrition, someone who's wrestled multiple times this weekend, whereas Heather's been able to focus on this single contest.
Oof.
And Shazzy not missing a beat here, looking at athleticism.
But still clutching that back. You saw her clutching it the entire time. That is preventing Shazzy from being able to take advantage and do a quick cover.
Talk about these decision moments in the contest, caught in that leg vice. She had to force her way, fight out of it, but the damage clearly has already been done. You see her clutching at that back. But she's gonna have to fight through this. It's Texas Mania. It's Texas till I die. We're a New Texas Pro. God. Onslaught of strikes from McKenzie.
Oof. Looking to do it again. I think Shazzy might be able to connect. Listen to this. Ooh.
Got a barrage of strikes. McKenzie is feeling it. All the way up top. Goes for the crossbody.
Nice. Both legs. Ooh.
And now we test the resolve of Shazza McKenzie. Can she continue to stay on offense? A great offensive flurry there. Didn't get enough to keep the Killer Bay down. She's got to stay on Heather Monroe.
Very nice.
The drag her suplex from the Killer Bay.
You know, that's the smart thing by Heather. Stop playing the strike game. We saw that earlier. Did not go to her advantage, so let's go back to some technical wrestling and a cover. It almost makes me think here, maybe a suplex more or two, and then Heather has got to go for that bad Michinoku. Put away Shazzy here.
You see how much has already been taken out of the Killer Bay, not getting on the cover nearly fast enough after that drag her suplex. I'm very impressed with Shazza McKenzie going toe-to-toe with one of the best in the game today, Heather Monroe.
Wow, very nice reversal.
Reversal.
Now we're going back blow for blow, tit for tat.
Maybe looking to go for that dress to kill. Shazza
Watch
moves
out.
out of it into the suplex.
Nice bridge, nice bridge.
Maintaining control, but Heather Monroe still able to get her shoulder up.
God, I'm exhausted myself here. I can only imagine just watching these two women just beat each other to absolute hell. I can only imagine how they're feeling right now in the ring. Ooh.
Shazza hits that Shaz tactic stunner.
Oh my gosh, a great cover.
Oh, it's all that lack of experience. Heather Monroe wisely gets to the ropes too far in the corner for the cover. Now Shazza arguing with the referee. Got to believe that was all over. Now Shazzy positioning Monroe on the top rope, looking for something big, something spectacular.
I mean, that's what we've been seeing. That's been the theme already today. Hey, listen, go big or go home.
Looking for a stupendous Shaz-tastic stunner off the top rope.
Ooh, nobody home on that. Oh, boy.
Almost a sunset flip here, but Heather Monroe caught her.
Oh, look at that.
No,
Using
wait a
the
minute.
ropes.
Heather Monroe used the ropes.
Okay. Okay there. That's, Sammy.
By
No.
hook or by crook. I mean, we talked about the pressure that was on Heather Monroe, her only outing here during WrestleMania weekend. But she won where it counted. A big victory for the Killer Bay.
Hey, I love the fact that when she comes back here to the announce table and she kicks you out here, Sammy, at some point.